This is a short video to describe a couple of projects I've been working on using the USB host shield from Circuits at Home connected to an Arduino. This is a basic Arduino board with an ATmega 168 processor. You'll see this board also has a USB connector, but this is a USB device and is used to connect to a PC to download the programs into the Arduino. You can't connect USB devices to this particular port. When we add the USB host shield, we now have a USB host port where we can connect a variety of USB devices to the Arduino. The board itself comes in a number of different configurations depending on what power supply is used, either 3.3 volts or 5 volts, and also level converters to convert between the 3.3 and 5 volt processors. An optional GPIO port is provided here, and there is a library provided by Circuits at Home to allow an LCD display to be connected there. I've just added a couple of wires here to allow us to connect some servos for the next part of the demonstration. One of the USB devices I personally wanted to connect to the Arduino using the host shield was a Sony style PS3 game controller. The one I'm using here is in fact from Mad Catz. It's a wireless game controller, PS3 game controller, and comes with a USB dongle which is plugged into the USB host shield. I've also connected now a couple of servos to the Arduino board, and I'm externally powering the Arduino board because the current consumption from the servos would be too much to power from USB. I'm now able, using a library which I've developed for the PS3 controller. I can use buttons on the PS3 controller, so like here I can switch between different modes on the PS3 controller, but all this is configurable within the software to use the buttons however you want. The joysticks are accessible, and also the accelerometers and the LED and rumble within the PS3 controller. This means now that I can use the controls on the joysticks in this example to move the servos. Additionally, I can use the accelerometers, as you can see there in the device, to move the servos as well. The second game controller that I decided to support was the Nintendo Wiimote. This is again quite a common game controller. This, however, does not have a direct USB connection. This has a Bluetooth connection, and that's made the configuration of the USB host shield slightly more complicated. Here we have a Bluetooth dongle connected to the USB host shield, and the sketch now uses a library which not only has the USB host controller software, but also has a small Bluetooth stack to talk to the Bluetooth dongle. The Bluetooth dongle then pairs with the Nintendo Wiimote over Bluetooth, and this then allows us to use the Wiimote for controlling the servos. The Bluetooth library accesses all of the functions in the Wiimote, so it will talk to all of the buttons, the accelerometers, the infrared camera which is located in the end of the Wiimote, also peripherals that are plugged in, such as the Wii Motion controller and the nunchuck, are also detected by the software and can be integrated into the Arduino sketch.